Never gonna give a fuck. Never gonna give a fuck. Never gonna give a fuck. So fuck you.
Justifying fat hatred on the basis of health is ableist. I heard that before, and disgusting. Go to the gym. Alright guys, so today we're gonna react to more fat acceptance TikTok cringe. Looking more into the fat patriarchy. I guess that's what they call it. I'm not entirely sure. Also, join the Discord. Anyways,
This is my husband's reaction to seeing pictures of me at 255 pounds.
Y'all, there's some fat phobic stuff on this app, and that video is a great example of it. You can watch it, but I'll give a quick synopsis. This lady lost a lot of weight, like 145 pounds, and her husband of like 3 years has never seen a picture of her at her largest. So she shows him, and he's like, oh my gosh, you were so big, you were so ginormous, I can't believe that was you. You owned yourself though, you're so hot now. And she's like, oh, my king is hyping me up for my weight loss. My husband has hyped me up at every weight I have been at. Every weight. And if I lost 100 pounds, he would hype me up. And if I gained weight, he would hype me up.
that is crazy. So yeah, 100%. If you lost a lot of weight, you should cheer on your partner. Like, yeah, you're a totally different person. Like, the first person, she's like happy that, you know, one, she lost weight, and two, her husband is proud of her. But on top of that, like, it's totally different if he's hyping you up if you're staying the same weight or gaining more, because he doesn't want to make you feel bad or he doesn't want to make you mad. You know, if somebody gains weight and then you just straight up make fun of him, she's gonna get angry, even though it is her fault. So I don't know why she's like kind of going against this person's husband for saying that he's proud that she looked so much worse and now that she's thin. And you could tell too, like, easily this person's a lot bigger, so like they're just upset that they can't, I don't know, they can't lose weight because they're not trying hard enough as this person did. So that, bro, just lose weight, man. You're making fun of her husband for being proud that she lost weight? That makes no sense. Why?
I'll give you 3 reasons.
Because I point out something obvious. I'm misogynistic. Take some time to read and educate yourself. Raise your education level. Lower your cholesterol. Why this fat shaming incel doesn't like me?
1, she's a female. 2, she's not a boy. And 3, and most importantly, she's a girl.
What is that? How does that even make any sense? I understand, like, this is some type of, I don't know what it's called, but it's like you have some sound from like a show or something, right? I don't know the exact reference, but you're saying that the reason they think this is because they're a female. I mean, yeah, they're trying to be funny, but like, aren't you a female too? And his argument said raise your education level, lower your cholesterol, educate yourself. I mean, if you actually educate yourself, you can lose weight just by learning about how to lose weight. I don't understand why they're mad because raise your education level as he is attacking someone's appearance. Yes, you're educate. I mean, like I was saying, if you get smarter at eating healthy or just being healthy, you will know what to do. Whereas if you don't try to get smarter at being healthy, you won't know what to do, and you think you just got to eat less McDonald's instead of rotating the food out for, I don't know, something healthier. I feel sorry for his mom, any potential girlfriend, wives, and or daughters. What? You feel sorry for his mom because he's saying she needs to lose weight? It's a little crazy. Let me see a different one.
If you're ever getting ready and you're worried about how you look because you have a patriarchal, fat-phobic little Nazi in your head, just stop and ask yourself, would a lesbian find this attractive? Because
what? What is she even saying?
the answer is almost always yes. This top roll of fat right here, that is a chew toy for hot women. If you're ever getting...
I'm not even going to respond to that.
Never gonna give a fuck. Never gonna give a fuck. Never gonna give a fuck. So fuck you. Ooh.
She's dancing on TikTok because somebody told her to lose weight. I mean, even if she's like, you know, like, I guess celebrating, like, yeah, I'm still gonna look the same, I'm gonna love myself, love my body, you're still gonna die from diabetes. How is this a flex? And can't use the poor argument here if she, you know, can, I guess, get haircuts and dye her hair and wear all this stuff, and she can't go to the gym. Can't use the poor argument. That's crazy.
I'm going to translate some backhanded compliments you give to fat girls. You know what we hear. You're not fat, you're beautiful. You are fat, and because I subscribe to patriarchal beauty ideals, I don't think you're beautiful. Oh, you got such a pretty face. But the rest of you is hideous. More to love. I am a man, I am creepy, I am not worth talking to. Oh, you're so brave. If I looked like you, I wouldn't go anywhere, I would be a hermit, and I would live with the moles. I'm going to translate.
Okay, so I guess she's like trying to say there's common things people say about, you know, bigger people, like, oh, you're not fat, you're beautiful, and all this other stuff. And it's just like, even if we try to compliment people who are fat, they still get offended because they know deep down inside that they don't look good. So it's like you can't even compliment them, but also they don't want to get made fun of, because if you make fun of them, it's gonna hurt their feelings. So it's like you can't interact with them for them to be happy. I don't understand that. And it's like subscribing to, what you say, patriarchal beauty ideals. We've never seen fat as something beautiful. And then they do try to bring up like, oh, but in ancient Greek there was like fat sculptures. Yeah, but for the majority of time, I guess you could say like models or even like Greek gods or something, they were always seen as like super in shape, athletic, or like looked really good. Their body was popping out, whether it's muscles or just being really defined. And it's like, how is that patriarchal? How is, if this is the new era or future that we're moving into, why do they gotta look so big, like an egg? I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of fat people, they just get like really upset over the littlest things, and it's like you can't do anything to make them happy. They're always going to be upset because they're not even upset about what you're saying or what you're doing. They're upset about their own situation. Things I believe as a liberationist and fat activist: dieting is about thinness, not health. Start a riot. Thinness does not equal health. Start a riot. Justifying fat hatred on the basis of health is ableist. I heard that before. And disgusting. Start a riot. So she's saying that being thin does not equal health. And yeah, that can be true sometimes, you know. There's some people who, like, I think it was like ballerinas or like some female models that I've seen like articles before where they die at a young age because they're like anorexic and they're too thin. That is a totally different problem. Yeah, I think that being too thin is bad for you. That's not healthy. But we have way more people who are dying from obesity than we have people of dying or shortening their lifespan from becoming too thin. You know? And I would rather be super thin, you know, and leaning a little bit to the unhealthy side than be super fat and leaning a little bit to the unhealthy side. Because the fatter you are, the more you're going to have a lot of complications like that. But if you're thinner, all you got to do is just eat healthier and exercise more, and then you'll be more on track for actually being healthy. Whereas if you're fat, you got to lose a bunch of weight first, which is a lot harder and more time consuming to do compared to if you were thin. So it's like, yeah, thinness doesn't equal health, but you're blowing it out of proportion. I'd rather be thin and healthy than fat and healthy, because fat and healthy doesn't exist. Go to the gym. All right. Okay. That feeling when you escape patriarchal beauty standards because you know Venus and Aphrodite had fat rolls too. Oh, so this is like another one, what I was saying, like where the Greek sculptures or something, right? They had fat rolls, or, you know, they weren't not all of them looked like super in shape. But yeah, are you gonna, oh my gosh, I seen an ancient sculpture from back in the day and they had jelly rolls. Now I'll be close to one of those sculptures and I'll look amazing if I have jelly rolls. Like, what are you talking about? Spirit, prosper, wellness. She doesn't even look that fat in the face. Is she fat in like the stomach? I can't even tell if she's big or not, but it's like, still, what are you doing?
Oi, go. Oi, more passion. More passion.
She's not even like that fat. Bro, why are you helping the fat community out? You should join our side. Let's watch like one more.
It's like having a job opening and you think, well, whatever kind of application I get, eventually I have to choose someone. So the best of this group will do. I think that having a partner is much beyond that, is being ready to leave the position open if there's nobody that successfully covers all the requirements.
So she's trying to say that your standards shouldn't be too high for having like a fat partner, because, you know, what if you never find somebody that's actually in shape? You know, you might as well be with a fat person than be with nobody. So accept fat standards. And yeah, I understand, like, if most of America, right, let's just say most of America is overweight, or a lot of them are obese, and it's harder to find actually, you know, good relationship partners out there, right? You might have to settle for one of these bigger people, or you might be single for the rest of your life. And that's not good. Like, I understand what she's trying to say. Like, you might as well go with somebody than be alone. But it's like, it doesn't mean that that's a good thing. It doesn't mean that, oh yeah, I should just accept fat women and be with fat women and say that they're beautiful just because there's not many selections out there. It's like, no. The idea of love. She's just trying to cope because she doesn't want to.
It's like having.
She's not even that. I don't know. I can't really see too much, but it's like, that's a dangerous mindset, because then it makes you want to stay complacent more and then find someone in your league, and then you got to settle for mumbo jumbos. Not cool. But fat patriarch, man, kind of sad, kind of disappointed. I hope these people live healthier lives and get better at life, you know. Stop being fat.